What to eat to reduce blood fat? And that's a question that a lot of people are placing. It's about controlling blood fat in the body.
Because of the blood fat problem, it's one of the most painful problems. It especially affects a lot of people.
Pathologies such as heart disease and cerebral infarction,
Stroke or, well, diabetes. And one of the ways that we can control it
is from what? It's our habits or our diet.
It's in this video. I'll give you 6 pieces of food.
Maybe help us. Maybe it's controlling the blood fat.
To reduce the fat in our blood. It also increases cholesterol.
Our good. So what's the first food here? Onions?
Oh no, it's in that onion.
It has a component.
People study. It turns out that there's a component called quercetin.
And with the composition, it has the ability to reduce the inflammatory response.
As well as some of the pathologies of sclerosis. It's on the walls of our veins.
And when we eat for Western cities like this,
it could be controlling things, problems related to atherosclerosis, as well as heart-related diseases.
However, there is a note that goes like this. That's when we make the onion.
At that high temperature, the effect
will be reduced.
Because that's why when we eat the onion, then people can be that we eat it alive. Or in the process. Then everyone can use it.
The temperature is small.
Or maybe it's just sewing.
Come back a guy.
Then it will be to help that the effect will be better. That was the first food we had. Can be additional
into our daily meals. The second food.
It's very cheap as well. It's very common in our everyday life. But sometimes there are people we don't know. That's garlic. It's considered a food. Well, it has the evidence, the science of what happens when we use garlic.
It has the ability to control what?
Fat in our blood. Well, we'll see. There's a study that's been done.
In year 2, not 18.
2, not 16. And in this study, to realize that there is a study.
Based on 8 studies.
About what people eat.
Daily intake of garlic in the body. What people notice in 8 of those studies. It shows what works when we take garlic supplements.
First, it can help.
It's about lowering the blood pressure in our bodies from 7 to 16 millimeters of mercury. That's the first. What's the second one? When we eat garlic every day, we add to that. Then it is
to help with something that lowers cholesterol
in our blood
from 7.4 to 29.8 millimeters milligram on the L.
This is a worthwhile number.
So that we can be our complement. It's in the daily meal. It's so good that people can eat it.
And into a condiment like a dipping sauce.
We can also cook the food that we cook.
Is to add garlic to our diet because
a lot of research. It's been shown that we eat garlic.
It could be controlling blood fat like this.
And there's also some functional foods. People use garlic. People extract from this garlic to get into a form that's extractive. To form functional foods so that one can be taking supplements.
However, well, if that's okay, we'd better eat garlic.
Because it's delicious. That's the second food. I want to share it with everyone. 2. We're going to move on to a third type of food.
That we are.
It's also very good for the thing that controls blood fat. That's the avocado.
That sounds delicious, doesn't it? It's everywhere. Especially this season, right? That's a lot of butter we can use it to go out a
coffee shop. We can also call for a glass. Or we could just eat avocados like that. Because there's a review of 10 studies.
In year 2, not 16.
About what people add to the butter.
Into that body. It helps with the job.
Reduce the amount of total cholesterol.
That means it has something. It's in our blood.
It's going to be total cholesterol.
Right. Here, it just lowered this total cholesterol.
It lowers the cholesterol.
The bad cholesterol. And reduce the whole thing.
Well, triglycerides are triglycerides. It's what's harmful in our bodies. The fat that it harms, the blood fat that harms. Butter itself.
It's probably going to reduce all of that.
So this is one of those.
Food is so great that when we see we add
anyone can make a meal.
Salad with butter and onions, for example. It's got both.
It's good for health. We're particularly concerned with the heart.
That's the third food. That we fill.
Take it every day.
The fourth food here. It has to do with things
that we're usually going to hear.
The point is, abstain from hot spicy food, right?
2.
Whether it's in the pepper or in the pepper. It has a substance called capsaicin. And this component. In 1, research shows that the component,
capsaicin it's CA, helps with something that reduces arterial stiffness, as well as in cases of obesity or hypertension. Well, to reduce our risk of stroke.
Because that's why if you eat hot, it depends. In some cases, there are pathologies.
When it comes to the stomach, we stay out.
Or are the cases that menopause?
Because when we eat hot spicy food,
maybe it will be for us. It's easier to catch fire, and if it's not normal,
We can also give this food
into our meal. First of all, it helps.
our appetite. The second one, it's also good for the heart thing.
So that's our fourth food for you. The sake fish, or for foods like chili peppers or pepper.
It depends on each object.
It's not AI.
We should also supplement it.
If you're a normal person,
Anyone can be added.
in some cases related to
A menopausal period should be avoided because sometimes we finish eating. What we see here is the burning.
it will be increased. The fifth,
That's the fatty fish, because in that group of fatty fish,
well, we have some fatty fish groups, like salmon. Hey, this tuna, this fish. In this group of fish, it's got a lot of omega bar.
and we all know that.
Right, the effect. Omega bar is extremely good for health, especially for our heart.
Because when we add that omega bar to it,
It just reduces the bad cholesterol and increase the good cholesterol.
so it's good that we eat fish. 2. There's a diet that people have put in research to give to others. And that's also the Mediterranean diet. Because people see that, well,
People
countries
live in the sea, the Mediterranean. People often eat fish, and people eat this fish. Eat olive oil. Eat a lot of these vegetables.
by limiting red meat, you see.
The incidence of this cardiovascular disease lower than the water.
Other country,
And because of that, if we could,
especially those who are at sea, and the fact that now we can also buy the fish. Well, we buy fish, we eat, we replenish.
it is best to 2 meals of fish in a week.
At least it's going to help us replenish that amount.
Omega bar in the body.
To control it.
It's a matter of our blood fat.
And that last one.
That's some of the nuts.
Because I love to snack on these things.
What will people see in the seed?
It's just like being in them.
It's got a lot of omega bar in it.
Like we're going to have these walnuts.
This is it. CA nuts. Or almonds. Then those are the nuts that it's going to be.
It helps with the thing that controls blood fat.
It's extremely good. We can change it like a meal.
Or it's our snack. But what's a note? That we should eat.
The seed. OT through the processing.
Because there are so many seeds.
That when we go through processing.
For example, roasted cashew
Salt,
nuts, for example.
So now we're back.
Eat more salt in it and,
Well, it's at risk for hypertension.
or some of the other particles.
It's either put sugar or put salt in. People should eat the nuts.
unprocessed, so we're just eating the nucleus. Then it will also be to help the thing that controls the fat of our blood. There are 6 foods that help you. It's controlling our blood fat. It increases the good cholesterol and reduces the bad cholesterol. Bad cholesterol. To limit heart disease and all of that. People can be applied. We add these foods
into our daily meals.
It's very good for your health. About 6 foods.
The first one is about onions.
But remember, it's the onions we eat raw.
Or it's processed at a low temperature. Well, it would be better. The second one is garlic. This is an extremely healthy food. You should eat a lot of garlic and brush your teeth. But garlic is incredibly good. The third thing is avocados.
It's really. Well, people can also eat more butter. Because of the butter.
It also had things. Research shows that is what? Blood fat control is very good. The fourth one is hot spicy food.
Like chili peppers or pepper, well, maybe people will.
Except in the case of those,
In the case that
there are problems related to money. We should stay out.
this is the group that we can put together.
Separate out. If we eat two,
It will also have effects. Good. And it also has a bad effect. However, people will be considered in that place.
the fourth one is related to that.
Something like chili or something.
Pepper.
Because it's got capsaicin in it. It's also quite good for our health.
The fifth one is fatty fish. Fatty fish, like salmon.
Tuna herring. If we don't have the conditions.
We can also eat herring.
Herring is very cheap and it is also very good for health.
And the last one, it's about nuts. That's it. That's 6 foods.
Maybe help us. It controls the blood fat in the body.
We hope it's after the VI. If you watch this video, we can change some of the food in our daily meals. Maybe it helps with the thing that controls blood fat. One way is the best. If you have any other questions, I'm sorry.
Well, you have those.
What's the problem?
Anyone can also comment.
Under this video,
I will make videos.
the same can be said for everyone. Okay, bye bye.
See you all in the next video.